I so empathize with Teresa, but I didn't realize how on the surface that is still for her that she was in prison. Like that, it was so quick.
Yeah, no, I agree. But I think that sometimes you don't know what people are capable of or what they'll do, whether it's for a TV show or whether they're just following their gut. They think they're funny or whatever the case is, because we didn't know that Rachel was going to be banging Tom Sandoval. We don't know shit.
Wait, that's not been proven, Adam. That's not been proven. I'll believe it when Raquel says it. No.
First name Ryan, middle name so bad it's good with
Ryan Bailey. Yeah, no, I thought the prison thing that gave me a laugh and it made me sad at the same time. And also, none of those ladies are good artists. I like Melissa did a nice thing of like, this is your family coming over from Italy, and it's like basically stick figures. I was just like, this is such nobody was like a real like. I thought that was. I literally was going to make the only one I liked was it Aiden's with the table flip. I was like, that is made for a meme, that drawing of like.
But we did get a moment out of this. We got a moment because, you know, we saw where Melissa drew her family coming over from Italy, and Teresa did sort of mention, and I saw this happening in slow motion, and Jason's like, this is about to get up really quick. And I'm like, no, this is a moment. And Teresa mentioned that she wanted Melissa's son Gino in the wedding. And then Jennifer Aiden says, so are you asking them all to be in the wedding? And she's like, no. Yeah. No, I'm not.
It's like one step forward, two steps back. There's never like that was a nice moment. Like that was a nice moment. And it's one of those things where none of these ladies will give an inch, it feels like. Every time Teresa's like, okay, Gino in the wedding, can you just put everybody in the wedding? No, I can't do that. So it's like, I'm so tired of all of this. Honestly, I'm just so tired of all of it. I at this moment, nobody be in the wedding. I don't care. Like this wedding is now, I don't know. How many more episodes of this season do we have?
I don't know. Teresa said on my interview with her that somewhere in May is when her wedding special comes. So I would imagine that we only have 3 or 4 episodes left. So I'm definitely excited for that. But also, I don't blame Melissa for like, even when the guys, and we're going to get to that in a second, but when the guys are giving Bill Aiden shit saying like, you know, you're a last minute addition to the wedding, right? Like they did not care to have you in. And then you see Melissa and she's like, my family's not going to be used as a freaking prop for this wedding. And I was like, we're not giving we're just not giving here on either sides at all.
No, it's like, but that's like, I feel like it should be bleeped out every time they bring up the wedding. I feel like I feel like they should just, and if production is listening to any of the fans, I feel like we're like 70% in agreement on this, that this thing is so old and done that like, just like, I don't even want to try for reconciliation. Let's just accept they will never get along. They're never going to be family again and just move on. Like, please do not give us another season of them getting their feelings hurt by something Teresa and Louis did, and Teresa and Louis getting sad about them not being there for their big events. I don't want any of it. Like, I've seen this now for so many seasons. I would like to enjoy I would like to enjoy their wedding without having to like mix up Melissa and Joey in it. And I'm not even I don't know. I just don't care. I just don't care.
His give a damn is broken, you guys.
I know that felt like I want to see all the hair, like the Teresa hair and all the bobby pins she puts in it. I want to see all and like, I don't want Teresa and Louis off the show. And I don't know if I even want Melissa and Joey off the show, but I just think that we've gone as far as we can with this. Because even if they make up, they're only going to make up for an episode. And then the next episode, somebody's going to be upset that somebody didn't get invited to something else. And then we're going to have this whole fight all over again. And we're going to deal with this for the rest of our lives watching this show. And this show is better than that.
Well, I also feel like too, when they're eating lunch and Teresa mentioned that Bill was asked by Louis to be a part of the wedding. And she's like, they've always been there for us. They've always supported us. And I don't have real family. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like the minute that we take 2 steps forward, like you said, we're taking another 3 back. And then you see Melissa like, there we go again. She doesn't have family. And I'm like, I get both of their sides. I really do understand both sides. I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. Like I have a dog in this fight. And I absolutely do not have any dogs in this fight. It's like, what the f is happening?
How many times can we see Melissa cry and feel like she was like, Teresa said something mean about not having family, and then we have to watch Melissa cry, and then we have to watch Teresa cry. And meanwhile, there's all of these other great ladies in the room that I'm sure have some sort of story that we are not being able to focus on because we're so focused on this. You would think that Teresa and Melissa are the only people that know what family is in this show, because they all have families. They all that's the thing, is that this isn't unique to them. Like, we already have Danielle and her brother have the same situation going on. I just don't think that there's any other new thing that we could possibly uncover with this situation. And listen, I'm more fascinated on learning more about Louis. I'm more fascinated on learning the ins and outs of that relationship. I'm more fascinated, there are things that are super interesting to me that have nothing to do with those four people together.
Right. Right. No, 100%. And what's weird is, like, even Andy Cohen has mentioned several times that he feels like they've all hit a wall. And I'm curious to see, because Andy said on Radio Andy that he almost got up and walked off of the reunion set, which is so unlike him. But
do you believe that? Or is that Andy just trying to hype up the
I don't
reunion?
know. See, that's the thing, is, like, it's the boy who cried wolf with Andy, because now he always has to finish every sentence with, I know you guys say I hype everything up. But if you're having to say that, then that's already a problem, because people then are only not believing your hype because they feel let down in the past over the hype that you've hyped up.
Well, he, and by the way, that's his position, is to get everybody excited. He is the leader of it. But, like, also, he's the guy that said, oh, this OC trailer is worth the wait. Believe me. Oh my God, I've seen it. It's amazing. And he does this with everything. So I appreciate why he does that, but I don't necessarily, when it comes to these kind of things, I don't necessarily believe him, which is fine. We're such a discerning audience and very sophisticated at this point, where we know immediately how we feel about things. So I always think it's funny, but I don't necessarily trust him when it comes to the big, like the trailers. I've seen this season. I've been at the reunion. I usually will watch it for myself and decide without Andy telling me. I mean, but it is interesting. I think it would be amazing if Andy was able to really break through to Teresa. And he said he got the angriest he's ever been at Teresa, that he had to apologize. And I think with Teresa, though, it's very hard because she's such a special person and character and historical in terms of Bravo, but you really can't get through to Teresa a lot of the times. And she doesn't think the way that a lot of other people think. And I think that's why people love her. But at the same time, it's very hard to have any sort of argument with her because it takes a while for her to actually understand. And that's where Louis, you see her being the Teresa whisperer a lot of the times. But it's kind of, he'll be like, Teresa, you aren't listening. Look at me. Like, it's very intense when he deals with Teresa, but she does seem to listen to Louis. And I heard Louis got rattled at the reunion as well.